Hey everybody, Link here. Welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XII: The Zodiac Age. Last time, we went on a heist to steal from the palace treasury, which we successfully stole something called the Magicite. We're not too sure what that is, but we ran into two sky pirates, Fran and Balthier, who are accompanying, or we're going to work together to get the heck out of here for the time being, even though we don't like them too much. Anyway, they joined the party, and right off the bat, we started off with some good stuff. Level 6 all around. That's nice. They're immediately stronger than Vaughn. And they even come with their own license boards, which we're going to do that first things first. Balthier. Mr. Balthier. For his first class, I usually like to make him... where is it? He comes, actually I should, before we go forward, they actually come equipped with some stuff. For example, Balthier, he comes with the Altair, which is a gun. So if you want to make him a machinist, that's not a bad idea. I don't recommend it for the time being. You'll see why. And, whoops, I want to check on Fran. Fran, she comes with the short bow, onion arrows, headgear, chrome leather, stuff like that. It's all around decent stuff. For Balthier, what I'm going to make him is, for his first class, is an Ulan. Which is why I bought myself the spear. Or the javelin. That's what the spear was, right? Yeah. The spear weapon. And Fran, she is going to be an archer. I didn't buy anything for that because I knew already that she was going to be equipped with a bow, so they're already set in that department. They come with a lot of free LP right off the bat, which is nice. And Balthier and Fran comes for free. She comes with steel, which is nice. And Balthier, he comes with first aid. So because of that, we basically get first aid for free, which means that Vaughn can now use first aid as well, which is nice. Very, very nice. So with the LP that we're given from the start, Balthier, I want to make sure that you can use the javelin first and foremost. That's very important. I'll give you accessories 1. It's nice that they give us a lot to play around with. You can also equip heavy armor, which is nice. Battle lore. This is a new type of lore. By equipping this, he can do like much more base damage, which is very nice. Might as well get that right now. And since we're probably going to be running into more heavy armor very soon, I'm just going to give him heavy armor 2 to get himself forward. Is there anything down there? The Zodiac Spear. Woo! He's also got revived down there, which might not be a bad idea. I don't think there's anything else I can get. I might as well give him accessories too, just for the sake of it. And Fran, you come along with some good stuff. I don't feel like I should invest in light armor 1 for you, since you already have light armor 2 stuff. So, at least for the time being, I'd say don't worry about it. You, Meteor, you can also get first aid, so I'm going to give that to you right now. I might give you bows too, just for the heck of it. For the time being, Inquisitor. I might give you light armor 3, just to get a little bit ahead of the game, since, you know, light armor is not as good as heavy armor. Libra. Is there anything I might want to do? Last Stand increases defense with when HP is critical. Okay, I know what I want to do. Right over there, that's Remedy lore right now. Over there, I recommend you... One thing I recommend when making Fran an archer is make sure you get all the... She comes with all 3 stages of Remedy lore, which is very, very good. So I recommend you work towards those as you go throughout the game. So starting early on, we're going to work towards getting ourselves Remedy lore 1 at least. That'll save us a lot of trouble in the future. And that's about it. And Balthier, I'm going to give you the Javelin, which gives you... let's see, 6 plus 3. 9 extra attack. You lose 2 evasiveness, but hey, that's the price to pay to get better stuff. We can't really equip you with anything else right now. We do have the Goddess's Magicite, which increases magic resist up by by a whopping 13 points, which is not bad, but the downside is that it reduces your MP to 0. For a character that doesn't use magic, this is pretty good, but overall, I don't really recommend it too much. So that's about all the equipping I'm going to do for us for the time being, yes. For right now, now we're all a little bit equipped. Vaughn, there's something I want to check before we set out. As I thought, you don't know much about gambits yet, do you? Listen carefully. I don't care to repeat myself. For each gambit, you can combine one action with a target for that action. Example, you could arrange that Kirby cast on an ally whose HP falls below 50%. Useful, that. Of course, one error of judgment, and you could well find yourself throwing punches at that same ally. If you have a good head on your shoulders, it should come easily enough. I fear a more in-depth explanation. Yeah. This is the Gambit screen. You can reach it from the party menu. To create a Gambit, you can only select an action and a target for that action. Here, let me show you. I'll start by changing the action of one of my Gambits. Now, whenever an ally gets hurt, I'll toss a potion his way. Charming, eh? Of course. That's a sure way to go through our stock of potions. Let's adjust the target to make sure things don't get out of hand. Now, I'll only ever use potions when an ally's HP drops below 70%. That should be a little more bearable. Nothing to it, really. You could set a Gambit's action to more or less any ability you have at your disposal. So yeah, it's like, as he says, we can set it to like a potion, we can set it to the arrow mode for whatever reason. We can set it to first aid if we wanted to. Steal, we can rob each other, we can punch someone. Good job, Connor, you're playing Super Mario Maker 2, I'm proud of you. We can set it to cure, stuff like that. Targets aren't so simple, you have to pick up new ones from a Gambit shops. And it could be things like, we can do anybody. Ally when their HP is low. It could be whenever they have a status, like low HP. Or we can even do it to enemies. When an enemy gets hit, we can set it to heal the enemy for whatever reason. I don't know why you'd ever want to do that. Well, actually, there'd be a couple of cases where that'd be good, but I'll go over those when we go over those. But that isn't all. You can also prioritize your gambits. Allow me. The gambit in the first slot always takes priority. As it stands now, even an ally's HP starts to fall, should there be foes near, I'll only attack. For which I could rightly be criticized. In general, it's better to prioritize healing before attacking, vitality before violence, if you like. Oh, another thing, you can turn gambits off and on here from the gambit screen as well as from the battle menu. Of course, gambits won't do you much good if they're turned off. Still, discretion is often a better part of valor. If you need to beat a hasty retreat, try turning gambits off first. It's hard to fall back when your allies insist on picking a fight. Did I mention you could have up to 3 gambit sets for each member of your party? Set a few to suit the situation, or match your mood. Feel like cracking some skulls? Make a set. Rather indulge your magical fancies? Make a set for that too. You'll want to get comfortable with gambits first though. Once you get a feel in your bones, you're ready. Well, that's the long and short of it. I'll set my gambits as they were before we started. Feel free to change them later if you like. We're like to come across new actions and targets. Don't be afraid to experiment with new gambit combinations, but don't don't put all your faith in any one combination. With each passing day, the world finds new and exciting ways to kill a man. Be flexible. If you find yourself up against beasts that don't take well to fire, create a gambit to cast fire on nearby foes. Likewise, should we face a creature that uses poison, a gambit to cast poison on our poisoned allies just might come in handy. A bit much to take in? Don't let it worry you. You're in good company. Yes, these sewers are thick with the bones of others who had similar difficulties. Gambits has been added to the party menu. Party has been added to the party menu. Let's be off then, shall we? It's as they say, with the party menu, use the party command to assign characters to the party. The party menu can contain up to 3 characters. We can change the order of our party members. For example, if I remove Vaughn and put Balthier up there, we can control as Balthier now, which is very, very nice. we might be playing as Balthier for the time being, you know. And the Gambits menu, use your Gambits to use Gambits to guide the actions of characters in your party. You can purchase Gambit targeting conditions from your local Gambit trader. Ain't that lovely? So Vaughn, his Gambits are foe party leaders target attack. I would like to change it to foe the nearest visible. And for this extra one, again, we don't have too much to play with for the time being, but we don't have too much to play with for the time being, but for now, we'll just kind of stick with whatever. Party leaders target nearest visible. We'll definitely experiment a lot more with this. Like they said, you can change the sets. I'm mainly just gonna stick with one. This system is technically flawed because once you find the perfect Gambit system for you, once you have your perfect set, you can just stick with that for the rest of the game. Heck, not too far from now, we're gonna have a set that we just kind of stick with for the rest of the game. But I really like this system. This system allows for great customizability, and you're free to experiment with it and all that stuff. But this is just what we're going to stick with for the time being. I hope you guys don't mind. Anyway, let's proceed onward and check this Fallen Soldiers.
Insurgents. Most like they thought to take advantage of a lax watch at the palace while the fate's on, to feed the good consul a length of steel for his supper. I should think Vane used to such hospitality. Clever. He used himself as the bait to draw them near, and then sent in the air brigade. A fine, bloody banquet. I dare say I've soiled my cuffs. If a dungeon's waiting for us at the end of the night, it had best have a change of wardrobe.
Did I mention I love Balthier? Oh my god, Balthier, you're a man. You're the real one, bro. I like Balthier a lot. He's witty, he's funny, he's got attitude and all that stuff. I like him a lot. He's one of my favorite characters. In fact, actually, I don't think there's a single bad character in this game. But because of the Gambits I set for Balthier, he will now pretty much attack automatically, so I never have to do where I like press A, click attack, and attack the stealing. I never have to do that again, pretty much, because of the Gambits. So that's why I said things become a lot more smooth as the game goes on. That's what I meant. Because now you'll have Gambits to set to your liking. I really like the system. I mentioned it, I believe, my top 10 favorite games of all time video, where I put this game at number 1, which for nearly 2 years now, it still holds the title as the best game I've ever played. And and I'll be frank, usually when I look at RPGs, sometimes the systems that they incorporate, sometimes they can be a little bit too complicated for my liking. Like, they're too complicated for their own good, is what I'm trying to say. But this one, although it kind of intimidated me at first, they did a good job of explaining it. And in reality, there's really not a wrong way to set a Gambit. Because it's like, it's up to you how you want to set it. So there's a lot of room for experimenting, and there's not a lot of punishment. Because of the way the battles work, it's all like, oh, this doesn't work? Okay, I can just switch. You can even switch Gambits on the fly if you wanted to. Like, I don't think I mentioned this, but in battle, in fact, I'll hold on that thought. I'll wait till we get into a battle to show this. 72 gil. 72 gil. Sorry if I'm kind of going on a tangent a little bit. It's just that there's just so much information and all that stuff to, like, divulge in and all that stuff. We're basically a bunch of the tutorial stuff is almost over at this point. So it won't be too long, so bear with me. We still have kind of a little bit more tutorial stuff coming up, but nothing that'll like go on for like 10 minutes at a time. We pretty much got everything covered now. It's smooth sailing from here on out. So if I may show the menu, I can open up, I can press X and open up the menu, and I can even like, I can take Fran out of the battle if I wanted to. If I wanted to. But I'm not going to do that. So like if someone's about to die and if they're not targeted, of course they cannot be targeted, which is why their name is red. Vaughn is now level 6. Good job, Vaughn. When a party member is red down on the bottom right, that means they're being targeted, and because of that, you can't like switch them out for any other party member. But because Fran, she's a ranged attacker, she's not gonna be getting targeted a whole lot because she's so far away from the fight. So, like, while enemies were focusing on Vaughn and Balthier, if I want to switch someone else out for instead of Fran, for, like, a situation, I can do that, which is very nice. Here, we have a Gigantoad, or Gigantoad. Kind of a nice little name for it. We're doing the sick damage, bro. We are doing it. Get out of here, dead body. Die. Join me, Link. I shall make your face the greatest in Korodai. A light woven shirt and a potion. Indulge me here. Actually, no, you can't wear that, but can Fran? Mystic armor 1. Okay. Can't really do too much with that right now, but might be something worth keeping in mind for the future. For the future. Die. If there's anything else I can talk about, is Garam Scythe Waterway music is kind of nice. It's not my favorite track in the game, but honestly, if there's one thing I could say about the soundtrack is that I don't think there is a single bad song in the soundtrack. Like, there are some that are definitely better than others, for sure. Ouch, I am getting combo to death. Actually, might be a good idea to demonstrate first aid. First aid, if a character is low on HP, they can essentially heal themselves. It's not that reliable, to be frank. I'm going to have Vaughn heal me. It's not that reliable, because it's like a total crapshoot. Sometimes I can heal, like, at this point, like 100 HP. And then sometimes it's only like 9. Very rarely I'll say it saved me in a bind. It's a decent ability early game, but later on, it's not going to really help anyone. It might save you from a hit or two. But I mean, for early game, it's fine. Oh yeah, because of the gambits, Balthier automatically does it, and he's dead. When a character dies, you can set a new party leader, which is pretty convenient. It's game over if every single party member dies. Dang, Fran just shot him in the face. Just got wrecked. I can zoom in. How we holding up? We're doing fine so far. Actually, it might be better for me to check the other side first. Let's give a potion to Balthier, the leading man. I'm gonna switch back to Balthier, actually. Because, you know, although Vaughn's my favorite character, I want to give other characters a line in the spotlight, you know? You know how I am. Everyone's got to get representation at some point, which is nice. I could have... if I killed off Vaughn in the Giza Plains, I could have done it for Penelo. Don't worry, Penelo will get her time in the spotlight soon enough. And by that, I mean, it won't be for a little bit longer, but, you know, I mean, it was pretty obvious she's on the cover. It's pretty obvious she would join at some point. The groundwork's already there. Why would they put in work for a character that doesn't even join all the way? Kotetsu, huh? That is a katana. I don't have plans to make anyone a katana user for the time being, but I mean, it's gonna happen eventually, so it's good to have that now, I guess. Not bad. Not bad at all. There is no issue there at all. It's all fine and dandy. All fine and dandy. All fine and dandy. Nothing there. Yo, we out here. We having a good time. Save crystal. By the way, if you save down here, you won't be able to exit. So, let us commence forth.
Now we have it.
Who would be next?
Close ranks, bring her down.
Jump down! Hurry!
She's
And our troubles with them.
Well, looks like we got our typical Vaughn here, our hero, saving a woman. It's typical in these types of games, you know. You gotta help the woman every time you see him. It's just common courtesy, you know. Here we have Imperial Swordsman. Haven't seen you guys since Rex got wrecked. So we have a extra party member, technically. She's not part of the crew, but she's definitely here. These guys don't give experience, but they do give 2 LP, which is, you know, a compensation. You don't get experience, but you get license points, which is not bad.
You alright?
Thank you.
I'm Vaughn. And this is Balthier, and hey! What's your name?
Amalia.
Amalia, huh? Nice to meet you.
There were others with me. I'm sorry. No.
Huh?
Oh, now isn't that impressive?
Don't get any ideas. I said it's mine.
I'm afraid the jury's still out on that one.
You stole that?
Yeah.
Have you finished? When the guards don't report in, they'll come looking for us.
If they aren't already.
You should come with us. Better than being by yourself.
Very well.
What's wrong with her?
You have a lot to learn before we even get started on your thievery.
What's that mean?
Dang.
The situation requires I accept such help as I find, though it be from thieves. I shall accompany you until we find my companions, no longer.
Let's think of her as a guest, then. Unlike Fran or myself, our guest probably won't be taking orders from anyone anytime soon, and she'll leave when she pleases. So we keep to our affairs and she to hers. I doubt we'll find her wanting in valor, being such an upstanding member of the insurgents.
Resistance.
Amalia joins the party as a guest.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Unlike other party members, guests can only use certain actions and abilities. Ain't that the truth? I'm gonna head back and I'm gonna go and heal myself. I'm gonna go ahead and heal myself. So yeah, we can't mess with Amalia's gambits or anything like that, but she's level 7, which is, you know, fine. Can't check her equipment. But she does have the status effect Libra, which can see detailed information about foes. The effect is temporary. Although for her, it is actually not temporary. She has an item, I believe, equipped that allows her to have Libra for as long as she has the accessory equipped. So anyway, we're going to progress further and have ourselves a good time. We're having a ball. I probably got the song wrong. I told you this is the part of the game where things start finally actually getting exciting. We have our first mini-boss with a bunch of flans. You can tell it's a mini-boss because it's playing the song Flash of Steel, which might as well be the main game's battle theme because as you noticed, the game doesn't have one. Only with certain situations and bosses it has actual, like, battle music. So, yeah, the flans. Flans are kind of annoying enemies. They're not particularly dangerous. I think they're weak to fire, I believe, but we don't have fire magic with us, so we can't. All we can really do is just kind of attack. Just hope for the best. I think they can inflict confuse, maybe? They can heal each other, they can slap. Oh, they're blind, that's what they're trying to cast. Are they gonna try to make me blind? Man, they suck at making me blind. Just like with any other kind of battle that's kind of special, you will not get any experience from this fight, but you do get 2 LP instead of the usual 1, which is, you know, like I said, a nice compensation. And that's that. Oh, sorry I had to be quiet there. Just had to let the Final Fantasy victory theme play, because that's the only time it ever really plays. So, I mean, it's gotta show up in every game, at least at some point, you know? It's an important part of the I wouldn't say the culture, but it's an important part of the franchise, you know? You gotta have it somewhere, whether it be winning an average battle, or a special occasion, or something like that. I don't know. Maybe it's not in every game, but I feel like at least in like some rendition or form, it's in every game. Like they can't, like in Final Fantasy 15, I don't think it's usually there, but one of the characters hums it. It's like ba da ba dum 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 da dum. I believe it's Prompto from 15. I believe he does that. Dark Mote. I don't feel like I need to check every single mote, but motes are usually kind of like just magic as like item form. I think I might have mentioned it as we went over the arrow mote. Cast regen on yourself. Prepare to die. Haha. We sure showed him, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah. So now we got the whole squad here. We're going to proceed forward. Ooh, you are a ghost. Ghosts are magic-oriented enemies. They're not really tough. Their main gimmick is they cast magic and they can teleport around, which can render attacks useless for a time. Amalia, if I will say one positive about her, is that she comes with cure. So she can heal your party. One at a time though, but like, you know, hey, a cure is a cure. Better than just using potions, because cure at this point in the game, it's pretty much a full heal. Here we have Garchi Macera. You know how the Garchi Maceras are. They're not too threatening, they're just kind of your average Joe, but it's nice that we're seeing some variety here, and even with all these party members, we're getting better experience. No more of the rats causing us any trouble. Now we're getting like 32 experience and all that stuff, so that's why I was like, that's why I'm like, you don't feel like you have to grind experience. Now that we're getting like gambits and getting into licenses a lot more, if I were to be real with you, levels don't really matter. Like, even if you're under-leveled, you'll be fine as long as you have the appropriate gambits and licenses all at the ready. Like, as long as you have that, you'll be fine. Because those are what ultimately decide your victory, you know? If you aren't doing so hot, it's not because you're under-leveled. No, level doesn't mean much except for, like, maybe like an extra 50 HP, but that's about it. No. It should be, if you're not doing well, you need to readjust your gambits or your licenses. You maybe need to grind for license ports. And you just blinded me, mister. There's an Among Us. No. Thank God for these bunch of eye drops. Fran is not doing too well. Thankfully, Amalia was on that cure game. Non-Vaughn. Vaughn is just, he's the homeboy, you know. He's putting in the work. He's putting in the stuff. And if you may remember, don't tempt me with this. We're back to where we started, which is nice. We can't get across to where we were, but it's nice to know that at least we've come full circle. That's why I say never judge a place, or actually no, that's saying never judge a book by its cover. Good saying. Very, very good saying. How are we doing in terms of statuses? We're fine. We're all kind of on the same boat. Not bad. Not bad. Guest characters, I will say this, do not expect them to level up too often. With like one exception in the future. They're mostly, if they're going to be at a level, they're going to stay at that level pretty much. They might increase like by 1 by the time you're done with them. But yeah, for like Amalia for example here, don't expect her unless you really sit back and grind up to like 1,000,000 levels. Yeah, don't worry about it, you're fine. We're doing fine on levels anyway. And like I said like 10 seconds ago, they don't really even matter that much, so... Although I like to be a high level just in case, I thought the marker was on above my head for a moment. Although I like to be on a high level just in case, ultimately it doesn't matter. Just thought I'd let you know right here, right now, now that we're getting a little bit more deep into the game and the mechanics surrounding it. Are we good? We're good. We clear? We clear. And that just about does it, I believe. We're pretty much at the end. No kidding. They're giving us another save crystal. How much time are we running at? 32 minutes. We're fine. I don't need to end things off considering what I know. I mean, I played this game before, so I know every nook and cranny. We're fine. We're gonna be fine, don't worry. Let's go to the Overflow Cloaca. I love the Overflow Cloaca. It's my favorite. I hope you're ready for another boss fight. It's time for a fight with the Fire Main. Whew. Oh man, 3,571 HP. It's weak to water. We don't got anything to fight with water, so the best we could do is just go ahead and attack it. This thing can be kind of dangerous. We saw how powerful that kick was. It can hurt. It can really hurt. This thing, if it catches you off guard, it can kill you. I've had it not give me a game over. I've had it give me some trouble in the past. You know what, let's steal from this thing. Let's steal from the Fire Main. From the Fire Main. A potion. Okay, sweet. A potion. I'm totally down for a potion. I just got cured. Nice. Ready's Bushfire. Bushfire is kind of the most dangerous move it has. It can poison you, and it does quite a bit of damage. Fran, you are free, so again, this is a bit of strategy. If a character is free and they just did an attack, you can use them to quickly, like, pop an item. Vaughn, I'm gonna have you use an antidote on yourself, so that way you don't lose too much health. You're doing fine. Again, as long as you keep your healing game on point, you really should not have too much trouble. This fight is not the most difficult in the world, but it can be kind of annoying since, you know, we're still early game. We don't have too many resources at our disposal. We kind of just have to work with what we got. Cast fire, 73 damage. Ooh. Kick. I mean, thank gosh we have Amalia here, so we're doing in the work. We're putting in the work. We're doing the damage. The bushfire happening again. When it comes to these special moves, they usually happen a couple of times throughout the entire fight. Vaughn, you're poisoned again. You go ahead and pop an antidote on yourself. I'm gonna be smart and I'm going to pop a potion on myself. Probably a waste. Oh, actually, wait, no, it wasn't a waste. Amalia was gonna heal herself anyway. We're fine. Vaughn is gonna die. Just kidding. Oh, get pranked. think someone's home right now that could be bad. Determining thing. And the dog's barking, and actually, you know what? I'm not gonna cut. I'm actually gonna stop for a moment. I'm gonna catch you guys in a moment because I don't want to I don't want the dog barking whenever things go on. So I'll catch you guys back here in a moment. I'm not gonna do anything. I just want to cut away for a moment. Oh, interruptions at their finest. Am I right? Am I right? All right, we're back in action. We're doing it. We're gonna kill this thing. Doing it. I also took that opportunity to grab myself some water because I could really use some. And Ash is running out of MP. Thank God this thing's about to die. We got it.
Stand where you are.
Now's not the time.
They think me some common thief.
Better than a common assassin.
These people have done nothing. Release them.
What are you doing?
Don't interrupt me. I'm thinking. Wait!
Where'd
He
you
didn't
think
know
you
what he
were
was
going?
doing. You have to let him go. You have to.
Pinello! Sorry. That dinner will have to wait.
I told you.
That's enough.
Ah!
Leave him alone.
Hold on to this for me, would you? Just until I bring Vaughn back.
On your feet, you over here.
All right. Edgy, aren't we?
It's Balthier, my brother.
What does that philanderer think he's doing? I was to kill Balthier, not those addle-pated Imperials.
I brought you some of those flowers you like. Galbana lilies. Remember? You always said how they smelled nice and how pretty they were. Remember? The king. Did you? Were you really a part of it? Even if you were, Captain Bosch must have tricked you into it.